Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. How are you? I hope you will fine. Now today our topic is hypothesis testing of one sample mean. Now first I will define you what is hypothesis testing. A statement about a student population distribution such that it is either true or either false, but never both. It means a statement about the population distribution if it is either true or either false, but never both. It means both are true or both are false. It means with full knowledge of the population data, it is possible to identify with certainty whether it is true or false. It means, in another way, if you have the population data with full knowledge, no discrepancies in the population data, so it is possible, easy to identify with certainty whether it is true or false. Now, student, we will discuss this table. The correct decision, it means the person is declared not guilty, the person is declared guilty. Reality, the person is innocent and the person is guilty. What does it mean? It means if the person is innocent student, the person is declared not guilty, it means the correct decision we fill by the word. This decision is called correct decision. Because the person is innocent, it means the person is declared not guilty. So decision is called the correct decision. If the person is declared guilty, the person is innocent, so it means it is error in decision. Now another possibility, the person is guilty student, the person is declared not guilty, it means it is an error. Both are contradiction. Now the next one is the person is declared guilty and the person is guilty, it means the decision is correct. Now the other one is, we continue the topic student. Our task is to collect the sample data, analyze it, and draw one of the following two conclusions. For example, the first one is, we have sufficient evidence to reject H0 in favor of HA. We have sufficient evidence, it means to reject H0 in favor of HA. Or the other statement is, we do not have sufficient evidence to reject H0 in favor of HA. What does it mean? First, we make a table. Test result, do not reject H0 or reject H0 in favor of H1. What are the reality? H0 is true, HA is true. For example, student, when we consider null hypothesis, H0 is called the null hypothesis is true. It means do not reject H0. What does it mean? It has no error. No error. And but HA is true. it means alternate hypothesis is true, and do not reject H naught, it means it has type 2 error. Type 2 error, it is beta. Now, when we again read the first statement, according to this condition, H naught is true, reject H naught in favor of H1, it means it has an error. This error is called type 1 error, because H naught is true, but reject H naught in favor of H1, it is not possible, so it has an error. So this type of error is called type 1 error, represented by alpha. And the last one is alternate hypothesis is true, reject H naught in favor of H1, it means it has no error. Because H is true, it means H in favor of H1 is reject H naught. It means no error. Now, I give you some example about the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis trend. The new medicine isn't more effective than existing medicines. And the alternate hypothesis, the new medicine is more effective than existing medicine. So these are called the null hypothesis and the alternate hypothesis. The opposite of the null hypothesis is called alternate hypothesis. It has some conditions. There are 3 conditions we will use in a way when we talk about the hypothesis testing. H naught, it means null hypothesis when mu is greater than or equal to 0.7. It means the alternate hypothesis, the opposite of this. So mu is less than 0.7. The other is H naught null hypothesis, mu is less than 0.6. So the alternate hypothesis opposite of this. So mu is greater than 0.6. Now the last one, it is the third possibility of the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. When H naught is equals to mu is 8.5, when alternate hypothesis is mu is not equal to 8.5. So there are 3 possibilities of null and alternate hypothesis used in hypothesis testing. After that, student, we talk about the test statistic. It is an important point when we discuss about the hypothesis testing. A random variable whose value is determined from the sample data. We make our decision based on the value of test stats. It is obtained from this selected sample data. So this is called test statistic. It has some formulas we will discuss in later. Now, the next, type 1 error and type 2 error. The definition of type 1 error is the probability of rejecting H naught when it is true. It is known as type 1 error. The type 2 error is the error committed when we do not reject H naught when it is false. It is known as type 2 error. The error committed when we do not reject H naught when it is false. Because do not reject H naught, but the condition it is when it is false. So this type of error is called type 2 error, represented by beta, when the probability of rejecting H naught when it is true. So rejecting H naught when it is true, this error is called type 1 error. Now there are some types of test. So types of test we will discuss in hypothesis testing. So there are 2 types of test, student, one-tailed test and two-tailed test. For example, if one-tailed test, the null hypothesis is less than mu naught and the alternate hypothesis mu is greater than mu naught, or if mu is equals to mu naught and the alternate hypothesis mu is greater than mu naught. So greater than represent here, student. In the alternate hypothesis, it is right-tailed test. It is right-tailed test. It is right-tailed test. It means Let's make on the right hand side. It is mu 1 minus alpha is whole the acceptance region, and this is the rejection region. It is acceptance region. Or it is rejection region. It has some condition when we accept and when we reject, H0 and H1. So plus Z alpha by 2 if you're applying the Z statistic or if you're applying the test T statistics. Now the second condition in one-tailed test is when the null hypothesis mu is greater than or equal to mu naught, and alternate hypothesis mu is less than mu naught. Now the second condition it is when mu is equals to mu naught and mu is less than mu naught, it means in this alternate hypothesis when less than condition, when we applying, it means left hand tail test. So it means left tail test. It's make on the left hand side, it's make on the right hand side. That's why we call it right hand tail test and left hand tail test. So both are called one tail test. So minus Z alpha by 2 and minus T alpha by 2 if you are applying the Z stats or T stats. This is called the acceptance region. This is called the rejection region in both cases. Now student, two-tailed test. What is two-tailed test? When null hypothesis mu is equals to mu naught, but the alternate hypothesis mu is not equal to mu naught, it means there are two meanings of this expression when mu is greater than mu naught or mu is less than mu naught. That's why we call it two-tailed test. It means it's make on the right hand side and left hand side. Left hand side we denote the negative sign. If you are applying Z stats or T stats, this is called acceptance region. Both regions are called rejection region. If the tabulated value lying in this region, so it means reject H0, and if the tabulated value is lying in this region, so it means acceptance region. This region is called acceptance. So choice of test stats. There are two cases, student. When we talk about the hypothesis testing, population is normal, sigma is known, and sample size is greater than or equal to 30. Now the case number 2, when population is normal, sigma is unknown, it means S is known. In another way, sample size is less than 30, so we applying T stats. The T calculated value, it is x bar minus mu naught S over root n, and here in case 1 we applying find the Z calculated value x bar minus mu naught whole upon sigma over root n. Now what is rejection rule? There are two rules. According to these two rules, we reject the hypothesis or accept the hypothesis if Z calculated value or T calculated value is greater than tabulated value. That's why the conclusion is reject H0 and accept H1. It means alternate hypothesis accepted and null hypothesis rejected. So the test, we call it significant. It means all our working is significantly, statistically significant. But the other condition is if Z tabulated or T tabulated value is greater than calculated value, so it means accept H0, it means null hypothesis accepted, alternate hypothesis rejected, the test is statistically insignificant. So we will move. After that, we will consider some problems according to the hypothesis testing. Now the question is, a random sample of 100 recorded deaths in the USA during the past year showed an average lifespan of USA Americans people 71.8 years, assuming a population standard deviation of it is 8.9 years. Does this seem to indicate that the mean life span today is greater than 70 years? It means greater than Student, represent here the alternate hypothesis is greater than, it means right tail test. This word we, if it is used in this question, it means right hand tail test. If it is used in less than 70 years, it means it is left hand tail test. It means one tail test. So first we make data, student. About the first question, first we write the step number 1. First step. First step. First step it is null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, represented by H1. What is a null hypothesis? It is mu is 70 years. You have given in the question, student. You can see easily 70 years. But the alternate hypothesis greater than, it means mu is greater than 70 years. So this 70 is the value mu naught. This is called true mean. This is called true mean. Now the second step, level of significance, alpha. Level of significance represented by alpha. It is alpha is equals to 0.05 you have given. Now the third steps, test statistic. Which test we applying? According to given condition, student. So first you write the given data, then you decide. So Z test applying and T test applying. So first we write the data. What is N? N is 100. Sample size is 100. Sigma is 8.9 years. And X bar, it means sample mean, it is 71.8 years. What is mu naught? Mu naught is 70 years. This is called true mean. So here, according to given conditions, and we applying the Z test because N is greater than 30 and sigma is known. So here we applying the Z calculated, X bar minus mu naught whole upon sigma over root n. X bar is 71.8 minus 70. S is, what is S? S is, you have given it, sigma is known. Means sigma is 8.9 upon root and it is 100, which is equals to, if you determine, with the help of calculator, it is 2.02. It means Z calculated value, it is 2.02. Now after that, we will find the T tabulated value in the fourth step, student. Fourth step, Z tabulated value. It is Z alpha by 2. Z alpha by 2 means alpha is 0.05 divided by 2. It means Z is 0.025. It is constant, student, you know very well. But the test, it is one tail test. The test statistic shows here one tail test. So here Z alpha, not Z alpha by 2. So it's not right. Because the one tail test So Z is equals to 0.05. So the 0.05 it is in T stats, Z stats. We will find the result with the help of table. Z alpha at 0.05 it is 1.645 students. So it means Z calculated value in the fifth step since Z calculated value is greater than Z tabulated value, means 2.02 is greater than 1.645, means it is H naught is, so we draw a diagram. It is right-handed test. It means Z alpha by 2 is 0.1.645 and this is mu, and this part is called acceptance region. Because Z alpha by 2 is less than Z calculated value, so it means H naught is rejected and H1 is accepted. Because this value is not lying in this region, this is called the rejection region. So it means the Z calculated value is lying here. It is 2.02 greater than from 1.645. So in this region, it means it is acceptance region. That's why we call it H naught is rejected. It means rejection, null hypothesis is rejected and H1 is accepted. Alternate hypothesis is accepted. Now write a decision, sixth step. Reject H naught and accept H1. Reject H naught and accept H1. That we conclude that the mean lifespan of today is greater than 70 years. So it means, student, alternate hypothesis is accepted. This one is rejected. It means greater than 70 years. So now we consider the next application. A machine fills milk bottles. The mean amount of milk bottle is to be 250 ml. In a routine check to see that machine is operating properly, 36 bottles are chosen at random and found to contain a mean of 251.616 ml with a standard deviation of 2.4 ml. The question is the machine operating properly? Is the machine operating properly? Use alpha is 0.05. So first we make data. First step, null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. What is mu naught? It is 250 ml. This is called mu naught. And operating, is the machine operating properly? It means mu is not equal to 250 ml. Means it has two-tailed test. It is two-tailed test. So now in the second step, level of significance alpha is equal to 0.05. Now the third step, test statistic. It is when sample size, first you write the data, n is equals to 36. It is greater than 30. And S is equals to 2.4 ml. It means sample standard deviation. And X bar is equals to 251.16 ml. The sample mean. Because n is greater than 30, sample standard deviation if you have given. So here we are applying the Z stats. Z calculated value is X naught, X bar minus mu naught. What is mu naught? Mu naught is equals to 250 ml. So right here, X bar minus mu naught whole upon sigma over root n. So when we put all these values, X bar it is 251.16. It is 250. Sigma it is 2.4, I think. N is 36. The square root. Find the answer with the help of calculator. Student. We find the calculated value. It is 2.9. Z calculated it is 2.9. Now in the fourth step, we find that T tabulated value. Z tabulated value it is, because it has two-tailed test. So here we consider Z alpha by 2. Alpha is 0.05, so it means divided by 2, it means 0.025. It is constant value. In two-tailed test, it is 1.96. So student, Z calculated in the fifth step, because Z calculated value is greater than Z tabulated value, because 2.9 is greater than 1.96. So therefore, reject H naught, accept H1. We draw a diagram. With the help of diagram, we can easily understand about the condition. So it is Z alpha by 2, positive side, and it is, this region is called rejection region. It is minus Z alpha by 2, mu, and It is 1 minus alpha is called the acceptance region. And it is rejection region. Because 2.9 is greater than 1.96, so it means it is lying in this region. So it means, for example, if we write here 2.9, so it is in acceptance region. This value is lying in acceptance region. That's why we call it accept H1. The hypothesis testing, and we're going to H1 accept, reject H0. In the sixth step, we write the conclusion. Hence, the machine is operating, isn't operating, hence the machine isn't operating properly. Means it needs adjustment. So this is our conclusion. H1 minus Z alpha by 2. Now what is p-value? How can we determine the p-value, student? Because the test is two-tailed test, so p-value is equals to 2 times of p probability and z is less than z calculated value. What is z calculated value, student? Z calculated value is 2.9. So when we using z table, from the z table, using z table at 2.9, we determine the value of z table. So 2.9 in the second page in z table, student, you will see the z table 2.9. It means 0.9881, 2.9981 if we write here. From the z table it is 2 into 0.9981. If we multiply by 2, it is 1.9962, means p-value. If p-value is greater than alpha, so it means if p-value is less than alpha, so reject H0, accept H1. And if p-value is greater than alpha, accept H0, reject H1. The next application is student. A random sample of 64 observation is selected from a population. Assume the population is normal. The population mean is 215. Sample size is 64 student. And sigma is 15. Conduct the following hypothesis using alpha. Is this when a testing mean is less than 220. So first we write here student. The first step. Null hypothesis mu is greater than or equal to 220. Suppose the null hypothesis it is mu is less than 220 against the null hypothesis. So it means this is called alternate hypothesis. What is second step? What is alpha? Alpha you have given. It is 0.02. It means at 98%. So what is the test statistic in the third step? First we write the sample size. Sample size is 64. Sigma is known, is 15. And sample mean it is 215. And according to this situation, because the sample size is greater than 30 and sigma is known, so we applying here recalculated the test. So x bar minus mu naught. What is mu naught? Mu naught is 220. It is called true mean. X bar minus mu naught whole upon sigma over root n. So what is x bar? X bar is 215 minus 220 divided by sigma is 15 over root n. It is 64. With the help of calculator, we will find z calculated value is minus 2.67. So now in the fourth step, we find z tabulated value because that is one tail test z alpha we consider it, and z alpha it is 0.02 at 98%. Its value it is 2. Minus 2.05 from the z table. Now fifth step is it is find because it is minus 2.5, it is minus 2.67. So this means minus 2.05 is greater than minus 2.67. So z tabulated value is greater than z calculated value. Minus 2.05 is greater than minus 2.67. This means sixth step, take a decision rule. H1 is rejected and H0 is accepted. It means null hypothesis is accepted according to given condition. This means the test is insignificant and draw diagram. The help of diagram easily understand. Less than means when z tabulated value is minus 2.67. This is called the rejection region. It is accepted region. This whole part is acceptance region. And rejection region. So it means minus 2.05, minus 2.67 line in this region. That's why Z alpha by Z alpha is minus 2.05, but the calculated value is minus 2.67. So it means this value lying in the rejection region. That's why we call it H1 is rejected, H0 is accepted. The test is insignificant. If you find the p-value with the help of Z calculated, the formula it is P of Z calculated, Z is less than Z calculated, which is equals to Z calculated is minus 2.67. Using Z table, find the value. It is 0.0038, means according to given condition, since p value is less than alpha, p value is less than alpha, this means 0.0038 is less than 0.02, alpha value is 0.02. It means reject H0, accept, reject H1, accept H0. Now the last application is about the hypothesis testing for one sample. X bar you have given a strength 42, sigma standard deviation, sample standard deviation you have given 11.9, true mean it is 46. Test the hypothesis alpha is 0.05, sample size is 12. So here we are applying the t stats. So step number 1, null hypothesis represent here mu is equal to mu naught, it means it's 46, it is 46, and the alternate hypothesis you have given less than 46, it means mu is less than 46. It is one tail test. In another way, left hand tail, because this symbol represents here the left hand tail formed on the left hand side. So nowadays in the second step, alpha denote level of significance, it is 0.05. Now in the third step, we'll define in this step and determine Z stats or T stats we are applying. So here first we write n is 12 because it is less than 30. Sigma standard deviation, sample standard deviation you have given. So here we are applying a student Z T test. So T test is equals to T calculated value, it is x bar minus mu naught. X bar it is, what is x bar? 42. Sample mean it is 42. So x bar minus mu naught S over root. So we put all these values. X bar is 42 minus 46 whole upon S is 11.9 divided by root n, it is 12. and find the result with the help of calculator. Now the t calculated value is 10. It is minus 1.96 minus 1.16. In the fourth step student, t tabulated value, because it is one tail test, so we write here t alpha comma nu is degree of freedom, where nu is equals to n minus 1. It means it is 12 minus 1, it is 11, because the sample size is 12. So 12 minus 1, it is 11. So degree of freedom, it is 11. So in the next step, alpha is 0.05, degree of freedom, it is 11. Using Z table, and we find the answer, it is minus 1.796. Now in the fifth step, student, t calculated value is minus 1.16 and t tabulated value is minus 1.796. It means which one is greater? So this one is greater. So t calculated value is greater than t tabulated value. So minus 1.16 is greater than minus 1.796. It means when the calculated value is greater than tabulated value, H naught checked, H1 accept. The sixth step, and here we, in fifth step, we draw a sketch about one tail or two tail test. So here, student, Z tabulated value, because it is left tail test, I think. It is left tail test. So the tail makes on the left hand side. So it means Z alpha, T alpha by 2 on the left hand side, the value it is minus 1.796, and minus 1.16 is lying in the rejection region. This is called rejection region. Right or wrong? No. Minus 1.796 lying on here is in acceptance region, because it is greater than this. So this is called so that's why we call it H0 is rejected, H1 is accepted, because this value minus 1.16 lying in the acceptance region. So we write a conclusion student. The test is statistically significant, statistically significant, additionally, if you find the p-value strength, if you want to further verify the result with the help of p-value, it is another way. P is Z is less than calculated value. The calculated value is minus 1.16. Using Z table, it is 0.1230. It means, student, p-value is, if p-value is greater than alpha, because alpha is 0.05, but the p-value it is 0.123, this value is greater than 0.05, it means reject H0, accept H1. So thank you very much, student. Today we'll learn about the hypothesis testing for one sample mean. Today we have discussed the different applications about the hypothesis testing. So I have completed my lecture. I hope you will learn about the lecture. Thank you very much. Take care. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.